Today we're going to talk about the Traxxas line of Easy Peak Chargers. We'll check out some of their features and the specs, see what the differences are, and then also what they're compatible with. We'll also touch on the Traxxas LiPo batteries, the Traxxas ID connector, and then a few of the Traxxas LiPo accessories that, if you're a Traxxas LiPo user, you should be using. Before we dive into the Easy Peak line of Traxxas chargers, we should ask ourselves, what's so special about battery charging anyways? I mean, aren't battery chargers designed to just charge a battery? Isn't that the goal? Well, yeah. Battery charging is all about safely charging that battery, charge after charge. That's the goal. But sometimes how you achieve that goal can be just as important as actually achieving it. And since Traxxas batteries should only ever be charged on Traxxas chargers, now's a good time to explore those Traxxas charging options. With that, let's take a look at the Easy Peak line of Traxxas chargers. There are 4 AC chargers to choose from, and by AC I mean they have a power cord you can directly plug into your power socket and no other items are needed. First are the dual channel chargers. We have the Easy Peak Live Dual and the Easy Peak Dual. The Live Dual is the most powerful charger with up to 16 amps and capable of charging your Traxxas LiPo batteries faster than any other Traxxas charger. And it's rightfully the most expensive Traxxas charger at about $150. The Live Dual also features Bluetooth connectivity, so you can use your iOS or Android device, download and install the Traxxas Easy Peak Live app, and then with that app on your device, you can see all of the charging parameters of your charger, as well as having full manual control of its operation. Of course, you will have to download and install that app on your device for it to work. Some people love seeing all that real-time live data right there on their device, even if they're away from the charger, and some people don't find it that important. If you fall under that category, then the Easy Peak Dual will probably be the Traxxas dual channel charger for you. It may not charge your batteries as fast as the Live Dual, but it still provides up to 8 amps of charge power with a $100 price tag. One big factor to consider amongst these 2 dual channel chargers is that this Easy Peak Dual will only charge up to 2 and 3 cell LiPo batteries. The Live Dual will do 2, 3, and 4 cell LiPo batteries. For single channel Easy Peak chargers, the Easy Peak Live is the most powerful single channel solution with up to 12 amps of charge power. So it's actually more powerful than the Dual we just looked at, and it also has that Bluetooth connectivity that we saw earlier, so you can receive all that live data through the Traxxas Easy Peak Live app right on your smart device. The Easy Peak Live is about $80 and will charge 2, 3, and 4 cell LiPos. Lastly, the next single channel charger is the most basic and inexpensive offering from Traxxas, offering a 4 amp charge rate with a $50 price tag, and it's the Traxxas Easy Peak Plus. This charger is going to be great for your slashes, stampedes, rustlers, and other 10th scale applications, and can charge 2S and 3S LiPos. So in summary, the chargers that feature that Bluetooth connectivity, the live function where you can use the app on your device, those chargers have the highest charge rate specs and will charge your LiPo the fastest. These are also the only Traxxas chargers that are compatible with charging a 4S LiPo battery. So if you need a 4S for your Traxxas model, you're gonna need one of these chargers. If you don't need 4S compatibility, the Easy Peak Dual and the Easy Peak Plus will more than cover your 2S and 3S charging needs. Of course, all 4 of those chargers we just talked about are compatible with the Traxxas LiPos and Traxxas NIMs. You can even charge a LiPo and a NIM at the same time on one of those dual chargers. And all of the Traxxas chargers have the Traxxas ID system, so any Traxxas battery with an ID connector on it, once plugged in, will be recognized by the charger through that plug, and the charger will automatically configure the best charge settings for that battery. It's really nice and simple to use. Even the older Traxxas LiPos will still work on all of these chargers. If you have something with a legacy high current Traxxas connector on there, you can still plug that into the charger. But for the balance lead, you will have to remove the little flap on the charger to expose the balance ports, and you will have to manually plug in that balance lead as well as the charge lead to the charger. And then in the charger, you will have to manually set the charge settings and the parameters. It can be done on the charger. It's not that difficult. You'll just have to do it manually. Quick safety note about those balance ports. Those are only there to charge older Traxxas legacy LiPo batteries, the ones that have an external balance port. They're not there for charging other batteries, and you should never attempt to charge a non-Traxxas LiPo on a Traxxas charger. One last point to make about these chargers is that all of the EZ Peak chargers out there provide two really important modes that you should be using. The first is the balance charge, which ensures all of the individual cells inside of the LiPo battery charge at a balance rate together. And lastly, the storage mode, which basically just prepares your battery to be stored away. It is recommended to use this mode if your batteries are going to sit unused for more than a few days. Aside from those EZ Peak chargers, Traxxas also offers a couple of different DC chargers that typically come included with some ready-to-run models. These chargers come with like a 12-volt DC end that would typically plug into like a cigarette lighter in a full-size automobile. It's a really inconvenient way to charge a battery. To remedy this, Traxxas has their 2976 40-watt power supply. It comes with the adapter sleeve to plug that DC charger right in, and the power supply has a standard AC plug that you can plug into your socket, and you can make that DC charger so much easier and convenient to use. And I should point out that those DC chargers are only compatible with NiMH nickel metal hydride batteries, and they are only compatible with the modern Traxxas ID connector. You cannot use the legacy connector on those DC chargers. Speaking of must-haves, this is a really helpful device that's easy to use, and it tells you the health and state of your LiPo batteries. It's the Traxxas Cell Checker. Now, cell checkers are a great way to plug in your battery and have displayed all of the voltages of your battery, and especially the individual voltages of each cell inside that battery. Because you always want to ensure that your cells are balanced, and as long as you charge in the balance mode, like we talked about earlier, the EZ Peak charger will balance each of your cells while the battery is charging. If you do a fast or a quick charge, it's not going to balance your cells. Now, this leads to another really good point about that Traxxas Cell Checker, because it has a balance function. So if your Traxxas LiPo has cells that are becoming unbalanced, you can put that LiPo on the cell checker, hit the balance function, and the cell checker will slowly rebalance your LiPo battery cells. To make this work with the Traxxas ID connector, Traxxas sells package 2938X, which includes 3 adapters for a 2-cell, a 3-cell, and a 4-cell LiPo. No cell checker is included with this package, with the intent that you already own one and you can use your own to plug in to these adapters. Traxxas Part 2968X also includes those 3 adapters, but throws in the included Traxxas Cell Checker, and for actually a really great price. It's way more advantageous to buy the adapters and the cell checker than buying adapters and a cell checker separately. And really, guys, if you're using Traxxas LiPo batteries, this Traxxas Cell Checker is a must-have. There's just one note about it, and it's that those included adapters should never be used for anything other than hooking your battery to the cell checker. You should never try to charge a battery using those adapters. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unfortunately, Traxxas doesn't offer any combos, including the cell checker when you buy a Traxxas LiPo, or including a cell checker when you buy a Traxxas Battery Charger. So it's something you will have to buy separately on your own. But for those interested, Traxxas does offer completer packs, they call it, where it includes the Traxxas Charger and LiPos to match. These completer packs are usually a lot less expensive than buying that same charger and those same batteries separately, so it's highly recommended if you're starting from scratch to get one of those completer packs. And they are offered in 2S, 3S, and 4S variety. Now on the AMain Hobbies website, when you're on the product page of one of these Traxxas completer packs, you can click on the compatibility tab here and see what models are compatible with this completer pack. In this case, there are two 3S 5000 milliamp LiPos included, as well as the EZ-Peak dual battery charger, and as you can see, they're compatible with lots of different Traxxas models. Oh, that was a lot of information on Traxxas chargers and batteries. I hope you guys have hung in here enough to give this video a like and subscribe so you see our future videos. If you have any questions on the Traxxas batteries, chargers, accessories, whatever the case may be, drop us a comment down below. And if you guys want any more info, we'll put links down below to all the products that we talked about in today's video. All right, guys, I'm Brett from AMain Hobbies. Thanks for watching.